Okay, go.
I wasn't ready. Don't look at me, Mom. I'm trying, Uncle Dave. Dad included, would like to thank everyone for coming today. When talking with Dad about his celebration of life, he stated how much he wished he could be here today. So in some way, I'd like to think that he is. As I've been reminiscing, I've realized more and more that my dad has been my idol and my mentor. I am proud to be before you today as his daughter. Everything I am and will amount to be, I owe to my parents. It all started with the most blessed childhood. Dad was hands-on, always engaging, always playing, even magical. Magical in that he could change traffic lights with just a brute power. When I was 6, a friend would kick my shins under the lunchroom table. I don't recall being typically bothered by this. However, my parents did notice my bruises, and it caught their attention. So shortly thereafter, I was enrolled in what would begin my 8-year stint in karate. What's best is that I didn't do it alone. No, Dad was right there by my side as my wingman. We progressed through the belts together. The values instilled here continue to mold me today. Oh, what fun we had. Some kids went to summer camp and my parents offered. My response was, why? I have everything I could want right here. At the Liverpool house, my parents hosted the best pool parties with unlimited water balloons. At the lake house, my friends had the most eager boat driver, Dad, taking us tubing, skiing, and even started a bonfire. That would be huge. The memories. As a sophomore in high school, my parents and I began to ponder about my future career. I had envisioned becoming an elementary art teacher, but ultimately was perplexed at the career path way ahead. Dad mentioned I was good at math and science. How about a pharmacist? Together we toured colleges to include Albany College of Pharmacy, where I ultimately graduated from with Dad's encouragement along the way. While waiting to begin as an active duty Army pharmacist, which of course Dad was also by my side, meeting with recruiters, so making that important decision with me. I was also fully employed as a Walgreens pharmacist. I blissfully lived with my parents at the lake house. This was a dream. Seriously, what could be better? If it wasn't for the Army, my parents would have had to kick me out. Funny enough, my mom even mentioned to me paying rent. Dad and I have the fondest memories of racing home from our respective works to take each other slalom skiing. Call me old-fashioned, but I was so happy when I later learned that my husband, Robbie, who was somewhere with our child, had asked Dad for my hand in marriage. I was actually married here in the Villages at Rohan Regional Rec Center, and Dad was the best wedding assistant ever. He ran errands, took detailed notes and photos, which was super helpful when I lived in Kansas during the time. Years later, it makes me happy to remember Dad saying, I picked a good one. He was so supportive. In 2020, my dad's first grandchild was born. Due to being military, living overseas, and COVID, my parents met Amelia in the fall of 2021. It warmed my heart watching Amelia hold Grandpa Ken's fingers and him admiring her. He expressed to me, and I quote, "I enjoyed Amelia more than I expected." I look forward to sharing stories of Grandpa Ken with Amelia. His legacy will live on through her, and she definitely received his blue-eyed gene. She definitely received his blue-eyed gene. There were also smaller moments that made our relationship special. When Matt and I were born, Grandma Alice gifted us soft, square blocks. There was a block for each letter of our full name, and our names are long. We enjoyed endless bedtime stories with Dad, and just when we were calm and ready for bed, it would turn into a block pillow fight. Matt and I on one side of Matt's twin Bonnie bed. And Dad on the other. Boy, was it funny when Matt got pelted in the face. All in good fun. I was also proud to receive the notorious fist bump from Dad when I had done well, or an encouraging sticky note in my lunchbox, or later in the mail as an adult. At the end of his life, his bravery was unparalleled, with only concern for others. When I, one-on-one, express my lifetime of gratitude and love for Dad, followed by questioning how I would live without him, he said, and I quote, "A man who has not prepared his children for his own death has failed as a father. Have I failed you?" Oh, I was surprised. And of course he had not. As some of you may know, R&D typically stands for research and development. In our world, it also stands for rip off and duplicate when it came to excellent quotes we had seen or heard on the internet. The following day, Mom, Dad, Matt, and I were watching one of Dad's favorite movies, Black Panther, a first for me, and lo and behold, Dad's words were a direct quote. Dad! Dad has always provided sound advice through and through. Even if he didn't know the answer, he would return with data and notes. Today I think, what would Dad do? Dad has always left each place better than he found it through friendships and community service. He aced parenting and made me who I am today. He inspires me to be a better parent and to give the greatest gift, time, quality time. One of the best compliments to hear is, "You are your father's daughter," and Dad would be here thanking everyone for their assistance and helping Mom adjust. Thank you for celebrating Dad with us today. My family and I would love to hear more stories of Dad. If you wouldn't mind filling out a memory card with your favorite memory. I love you, Dad. And next, I will be followed by my baby brother.